Hello and welcome to the Olduns shot. The weather and certain things in life have prevented me from getting out and shooting photographs, so I brought forward a video I had planned for the end of this year anyway, which is the Olduns shot 2023 Camera Awards. This isn't an industry bash where the camera companies have decided between themselves who's going to get the awards this year. This is me choosing which cameras I've really enjoyed using. And the criteria for the awards: I've shot them this year, I've had good results, they represent good value for money, and they're inspirational. They've inspired me to take good photographs. You probably know what I mean by this. When you're out there and you're enjoying using a camera, you can normally get better photographs. The camera's not getting between you and a good shot, it's helping you. And also it can be surprising where you're getting results that you wouldn't expect to get from this particular type of camera. So those are the criteria. First of all, we'll go to the honourable mentions. First one, Praktica MTL50. I have three of them. They were the last model of Praktica before Praktica moved over to the bayonet system from the M42 system. All my Praktica MTL50s are working perfectly, so I'd class them as good, reliable, budget M42 camera. Next honourable mention goes to the Yashica Campus, which is a rangefinder camera, totally mechanical, totally manual, and it has the excellent Yashinon 45mm lens. Next honourable mention, the Olympus OM10. What can you say about Olympus cameras apart from they give you a great shooting experience? The metering systems on the OM system, especially the OM10, is absolutely spot on. Can't complain about it at all. The controls on the Olympus fall to hand, and it's just a great camera to use. And the final honourable mention goes to the Monolta XGM, which was the top of the range XG model. It's a great camera, and you know what you can expect when you use it. You know that the meter's going to be accurate, the lens is going to be great, and it's just a great camera to use. So that's the honourable mentions. Now we're going to go into the top 6, and after I've shown you the cameras, then we'll have some example photographs taken this year on these cameras. At number 6, we've got the Kodak Retinet 1A with its 45mm f2.8 Snyder Reomar lens. I got it as part of a job lot of cameras. There was 5 cameras and it cost me, I think it was a total of £13. 3 cameras worked, 2 were discarded because they were beyond repair. So in effect this is a £4.5 camera. I've shot, I think it's 3 films with this camera this year, and it's a pleasure to use. It feels great in the hands, it feels like it's quality, and the shots that you get, the Reomar lens is sharp, and does everything you would expect it to do. Maybe a bit limited on the shutter speeds. It only goes up to, I think it's a 250th, but for day-to-day photography, that's a great camera to use. So that's the Retinet 1A. Part of the same job lot as the Kodak Retinet 1A was the Agfa Super Select, a rangefinder camera which is totally mechanical, totally manual. It has the Apertar 45mm f3.5 lens, so it's not the fastest camera out there, but the rangefinder is nice and easy to use, and the results were surprisingly good. I wasn't sure what to expect from an Agfa camera, but I've been delighted with the results I've got from it. There's a couple of things I don't like about it. I don't like having to rewind with the button pressed all the time, and it's not a comfortable camera when it comes to rewind. But shooting it and the results put it in the mix. So that's the number 5 for this year. Number 4, I bought this camera individually on eBay, including postage. It cost me £18. It's a beautifully made rangefinder camera, again totally mechanical and totally manual. The lens is the Minolta Rocco TD 45mm f2.8 lens. The TD letters, at this time on Rocco lenses they used letters to tell you what the formula was, and it tells you it's 4 elements in 3 groups, which is a Tessar type lens. The results I've had with this camera have been great. The lens is lovely and sharp, and the rangefinder, although it's a bit dim, it's accurate. So the Minolta A5 1000, it's called 1000 because the shutter speeds go up to 1000th, which is unusual in a leaf shutter, but it's Minolta, you expect them to do things a bit differently. So, great camera. The next camera on the list is an SLR camera, and it's the Fuji STX2, which I bought from pawnbrokers for £15, I believe. It's a manual camera in that you have to set the shutter speeds and the apertures manually, but it has through the lens metering. So there's an LED display on the side, tells you whether you're under or overexposing, and you can adjust it accordingly to get the right exposure. The ex-Fujinon 50mm f1.9 lens on this I find is a great lens, nice and sharp, lots of contrast, and this camera I don't think has ever disappointed me. It's all you would expect in a film SLR camera, with shutter speeds from a half a second up to 1,000th of a second plus your B setting, and I would recommend this camera to anybody who wants to learn a bit about film photography. Great camera. Number 2, the runner-up. A bit of a surprise to me, but when I was thinking about the cameras that I'd enjoyed using this year, after all the bad things I've said about Zenit cameras, I had an outing with this using the Leningrad 4 light meter in Newcastle. It's heavy, the controls aren't nice to touch, anything like that. It really doesn't feel that nice, but when I was using it, I really felt my creative juices flowing, and the shots I got really happy with. And the video that I made about that trip into Newcastle, I think is my most viewed video. The Helios lens, everybody who knows a little bit about photography has heard of the Helios lens. It's a lens full of nice characteristics, nice sharpness in the centre. It might have a bit of softness in the corners. The out of focus areas at certain apertures will give you a swirly effect, which can look very attractive and can enhance your photographs. But when I was using it, I really was enjoying myself, and that experience has made me put this at number 2 runner-up for the year, the Zenit TTL. Excuse me. Some of you might be expecting this, but the Olduns Camera of the Year 2023 goes to the Canon A1. I bought it this year at a car boot sale, and it cost me £45. On the front it has the excellent Canon FD 50mm f1.4 lens, which is the fastest lens I've ever owned. I've had f1.8, 1.7, 1.9, f2 lenses, but this is the first time I've owned a lens that opens up to 1.4. Not that I use it at 1.4, but the shots I've taken with this have really pleased me. The lens is obviously a high quality lens, gives you sharpness, gives you contrast, and can't complain about it at all. The camera itself, multi-function of course. It's got program, it's got shutter priority automatic, it's got aperture priority automatic, and it's got manual. It's also got plus or minus, I think it's 2 stops exposure compensation, and the light meter sensitivity goes from, I think it's 16 up to 12,800. The camera is obviously a quality camera, and it was very popular when released. I think it was the end of the 70s and ran into the 80s. So it's not the cheapest camera I've bought, it's not the most expensive camera I've bought, but I think it's value for money when you get a quality camera like this for that price. So the Olduns Camera of the Year is the Canon A1. Now we'll have a look at some of the photographs. Let's start, I'll put which camera they were taken with, and I'm really hoping soon to get out and shoot some more black and white and try out my new developer, which I'll tell you all about when it happens. So when you've seen the photographs, that'll be it. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.